What is your favorite memory at Woodlawn?
The people.
The people.
The pumpkin patch when I met my fifth grade buddy Zanaya. My favorite memory is the first day. I was so scared. Well, I didn't actually go to the pumpkin patch on the field trip, but one of my friends got me a pumpkin.
Some of the memories that stick out are just mostly when the kids get that light bulb above their head, when you've been struggling, because as a para, you work with special needs. And when you see that light bulb come on, it's just the most heartwarming thing. And one year, we all got out on the playground and we all ducked down and they took this overhead picture of us. We formed a bird. It was the most amazing thing.
I remember Pedro. Pedro's a dog. He's loves pets, and he's really excited, and he loves my teacher. The 100 day of school because I liked how we put on glasses and decorate ourselves. My favorite memory of Woodlawn was learning how to count to 100 when I was in kindergarten. My favorite memory of Woodlawn is when we had our 100-day party.
Yeah, I have several favorite memories of Woodlawn. Obviously coming to Woodlawn, as I visit all schools, but coming to Woodlawn and just engaging with the teachers and students, just doing classroom visits. I would probably say I have a couple of favorites. One was shortly after I started. One of the first teachers that I noted when I was doing my research on the district and looking at social media was Mr. Daly. And just kind of looking at some of the videos and pictures and seeing how engaged the students were, it was one of the first classrooms I wanted to visit. So I did come here during my first few weeks of starting. And I remember going out on the playground and seeing this gentleman in this outfit. If you know Mr. Daly, he's a teacher that will do anything for his students. And so I think it was an issue where he lost a bet maybe and had to wear this, people probably call it a crazy outfit. Another memory was, we had an opportunity, the Education Support Center staff, had an opportunity to play Woodlawn students in a kickball game. You know me, I'm very competitive. Yes, they are elementary students, but I still want to win. So that was a lot of fun, just coming over here to Woodlawn and engaging outside in a friendly, it was a friendly game of kickball, but we won.
Probably French toast sticks. Well, I love all of the tasty lunches. They're really good. That I got to make friends here. Mm-hmm.
So when we got our new sign, everyone was so excited and it was super fun.
Meeting all my friends.
Families come and go, and we've seen kids grow up and graduate, and we've seen babies born, and we've had, sorrow together and laughs, and so just living life with these people.
Having Mr. Martinez as my teacher. He's really nice, and I feel like it's just that he's really kind and generous. The ribbon cutting for the playground. Because after they cut the ribbon, all of the kids got to be on the playground and take a big picture.
Probably when I was in kindergarten and they said I was the best kid in the school.
Yes, so every day at Woodlawn is special, but one of my favorite memories was during the school shutdowns or closures during COVID, when our staff was able to provide food for families. So we were out front every day under tents, and we got to see our kids during the time that they weren't in the building, and it was a time when staff got to do something good and see our families, and just watching the community wrap around each other. It will be a moment and a memory for me that will last forever. Yeah.
My favorite memory is playing with old friends. And I like to do it at recess mostly, and sometimes in class.
Probably graduating from 2nd grade. We had a big party.
My favorite memory is creating a play cage for our classroom pet. The classroom pet is a guinea pig named Gizmo, and that was in 2nd grade.
My first day of kindergarten, me and my first friend Brantley.
One that stands out was first day of kindergarten for my oldest child. She's now a 1st grader here at Woodlawn, kind of bringing it full circle. It was an investment for me to be here, but then to finally see one of my children be able to come to school here, and that's a scary moment for parents, to release your kid to school and to go, I hope you're loved and protected and cared for, and being able to know the kindergarten staff and know the incredible teachers. I was a lot more at peace with that and be able to let her go into the wild and to be able to figure out school on her own. But now being able to come to school with her every day is like a continual lasting memory, that every morning we talk about school on the way to school, and I get to see her in the hallways. And so I've got 2 more kids, and I got a new kindergartner coming next year. And so just the lasting family memory that we get from coming to Woodlawn every day. It's kind of a family experience every day, so it's great.
My favorite memory is I remember one time when we were in 4th grade actually. We had an end of the year thing where we got to do like a whole bunch of cool stuff in music. We got a party, and one time our music teacher, she made us a fort, and we got to go around in it.
Probably just this year, I got to pie Mr. Daly in the face.
Kindergarten roundup. Like someone chose you around the school.
A few weeks ago, some people got to pie a teacher in the face. It was really funny.
I have a lot of wonderful memories. I think what I remember most about my times and my years here are the students and the staff and all those relationships, and belly laughing in the office with fun kid things or staff things that come up. We do a lot of laughing here, and it's a happy place to spend your time. So those are definitely things I think about when I think of Woodlawn.
Friends.
Probably when we went to the pumpkin patch with the kindergartners, because I had a lot of fun there.
Kindergarten, I would just sit around with Miss Power all day learning how to count to 100. It was nice.
My favorite memory is when I was in kindergarten, we had the Rudy races, and we would dance around and balance things, and everyone was just in such a good mood, and it made me so happy.
What do you love about Woodlawn?
My teachers and my students. Miss Martinez.
My teacher, Miss Martinez. What I love is the new playground.
Well, center time, because you can make your own math paper and solve the math.
Well, when I was in elementary school, this was 2 buildings. There was no connection. You had to walk outside to get to this building. And I think the additions have been great. The library is lovely. It's huge, very welcoming. I love it.
Miss Paul. She's kind.
I love how teachers help kids and they try to learn.
One of the things I really liked about it, though, is that they were able to do the remodeling but yet retain a lot of the feel of the original architecture of the school. Like a lot of the woodwork that you see was retained, and that was by design.
That has an outfield that we can run on and play tag.
I love about Woodlawn that we work together to solve problems. Even when people don't do that, we still solve problems together.
What I love about Woodlawn is that my mom is my teacher.
All of our schools have their own unique culture and own unique feel as soon as you walk into the building. But it's really something special about Woodlawns from a cultural standpoint. And so as soon as you driving through the neighborhood, you almost feel that culture of Woodlawn, and obviously when you walk into the building, you feel it. So I think one of the unique things about Woodlawn is its culture, its feel, whether it's a historic feel or just a feel of a true neighborhood community school, where it's very cohesive from a neighborhood standpoint, staff and students, and just a lot of fun that happens during the teaching and learning process here as well.
I love how I can meet so many new people. I got most of my friends from here.
I got to do the Rudy races.
I love all the teachers because they care for all the children a lot.
How kids are nice and they don't disinclude people.
I think it's we always joke and say, oh, it's a family, but I know a lot of places say that. But then people will come here and say, yeah, there's something different about this place and I can't really articulate it well. I think it's the community, I think it's the families. North Lawrence is kind of a town in and of itself, and a lot of people actually don't even know that it is here. And Woodlawn is kind of the nucleus of this community. And so we've watched our families really step up, especially in the past, always, but most definitely in the past couple of years when there's been discussion about us getting closed. Yeah, they're just wonderful, and it feels like almost a small town on the other side of the bridge. Some of our kids will even call, once you get over the bridge, they call it the other Lawrence. You go, oh, the other Lawrence? Yeah, I guess it is the other Lawrence, so yeah.
I love Miss Paraski, and she is such a kind teacher, and I really like PE and all the good teachers. They're all good teachers.
I love that all the janitors are helping out with the earth.
Probably the quality of the building.
Today, I love how the community embraces the school, how we within the school put students first and families first, and making sure that this is a safe and fun place where they can learn and be. But one of the new things this year that's been really a good addition is the Friday morning openers, where community and students come together and we celebrate all the things and sing songs, and it's an awesome way to end the week.
What I love about Woodlawn is my new teacher, because she helps me learn, and she's amazing and overall in general, and new friends this year, and they help me get to do hard things, and they help me push through.
The staff, they're supportive and they help you push through stuff. One thing I love about Woodlawn is I love the new playground equipment. There are 2 floors of activities. There is 4th, 5th. There are also 3rd, kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd.
The students and teachers, because they're nice and teach you a lot of stuff.
I love how much the teachers care. It brings them to tears, it worries them, it puts stress on them, but they care so much about the kids that it's hard for them to sometimes disconnect when they go home, because they are so invested in the kids, and they worry about them and want them to be loved and cared for and protected and to learn. And that makes such a big difference in the kids' lives. It's a lot easier to take correction. It's a lot easier to read hard words if you feel like your teacher actually cares about you. And they go through it every day, not just at conferences, not just on the first day of school. And like I said, because we're such a family, 2nd grade teachers are always checking in on the 5th graders and have little quips and jokes with them as well. And that investment is what made me so excited to pursue this opportunity to be the principal, was a staff that is fully bought in and committed to helping the kids here. That'd be hard to create, I think, to try to work around a teacher. So that already being here, all I have to do is kind of foster and nourish that. But I love how invested, and I came in and bought into it as well, because it's the kids are deserving of it, and it makes a huge difference in their lives.
I would say
most likely how we get to do a lot of fun things here.
All the teachers are nice and friendly, and we get 3 recesses on Friday.
The teachers.
I love all the nice staff here and all the teachers because I've been here since kindergarten, so.
I have had the privilege of working in lots of different schools in Lawrence Public Schools since I started in the district in 1997. And one thing about Woodlawn is that it is one of the most inclusive places. It's a family, everyone's welcome. There's been excellent leadership, and I think that that has helped our students become strong leaders and very community oriented and very kind and caring of their classmates and friends and peers. And so that's one of the things that I love the most about this building is the culture.
The nice teachers.
Algebraic geometry. That's always fun for me.
I love how everyone's so persistent with doing their work. Sometimes I'll just look up at the room and it's so quiet and everyone is working so hard. I think that's really a good thing because the teachers are helping everyone. That's really special.
I hope that Woodlawn stays open forever.
To keep it safe and healthy. So my hope is that Woodlawn has a great time at the school and everybody gets respect and joy.
Well, my hopes and dreams for Woodlawn is every grade because I don't want anyone to miss out on seeing Woodlawn.
Well, just stay open, obviously, stay open. Welcome in, keep coming, get more people in, up the enrollment.
Woodlawn can be strong.
I hope it stays open for other kids who need to go here.
I hope so my cousin is actually going to be in this school next year. I hope she has a good time here like I did.
My hopes and dreams is that everyone will listen to the teachers the first time when they give directions and that everyone will work together to solve problems.
My hopes and dreams for Woodlawn is that everyone will be kind to each other and respect each other when it's their turn to talk.
My hopes is that I won't be around, but someone will be around to celebrate 200 years here at Woodlawn. That will be my hope. My hope would also be for Woodlawn in its own unique way to do something different, you know, in terms of how we, in terms of this current model of education. I think with the community support, the neighborhood support, the building support, Woodlawn could lead the way in terms of what's next for public education.
Well, I hope the kids act a little bit better. They've always been kind of like mean to the teachers, so I hope the kids act kind of better.
I hope they have better lunch.
To be an achieving school. The students acting better. For them to innovate and teach new things.
I'm old enough that, you know, I just saw a couple of Free State, the royalty, both went here. And yeah, we knew them, you know, when they went here, and I'll see some of our kiddos working at the grocery store, just out in the community. And it's so sweet to just see our kiddos thrive, whatever that looks like for them, and be successful, whatever that looks like for them. And I just, more of the same, like more of what it's been, better, continuing.
I hope that we'll be able to expand and get bigger and teach more kids, like free second grades, or like more of like all the grades.
That it will stay open forever.
So we could like do games for learning and like songs for learning too.
That the school would probably have more or less staff, and that I would probably like to teach, and that's about all.
That we'll get more good staff and more good kids.
Having the whole entire playground rebuilt. I would also like to be class president and being the best at the monkey bars.
More classrooms so more students could come.
Yeah, the thought of going over the century mark and starting off the next 100 years, I've been thinking about what it was like for the principal in 1924, getting to open this building and going, how do we set the right direction for this building, and to now be 100 years later and to be a benefactor of all the good and bad things that that principal did in the previous ones. It does feel like there's a little bit of weight on my shoulders to start the next 100 years off right. Things that I've thought about and have in place is helping kids to be really successful on state testing and data. We have great kids here, and state tests are hard, but kids can do hard things, and we have, like I said, incredible teachers. And so this school, with the previous principal, with Mrs. Friedel, had won awards nationally for being highly achieving on testing and academics, and so this community can do that. And so what I want to be able to do is push us past some of the rough last 5 years that Mrs. Roberson has been incredible at guiding us through budget cuts and potential building closures and COVID and everything she's had to go through. Now being on the other side of it, going, maybe we've returned to this new normal and now we have the space to be creative. And so I want to be able to be innovative. I want to think about how to include STEAM, since a lot of our kids go to Central, and with the new remodel that's going on there, how can we prepare our kids to be in a better place there? And we have a lot of engineering and a lot of community members here in North Lawrence that I know are ready to jump in and help with that and provide kids those opportunities. But then, and then pushing them, right? And being able to see kids do amazing things academically so that they'll go forth and be wonderful high schoolers and great contributors to the society is how I hope to start off the next 100 years.
I really hope that, I'd have to say that we'll be able to go on more field trips throughout the years.
I hope that it goes for another 100 years.
Maybe like get a bigger garden.
I hope like Kepler said, I like how it's a successful school, and I hope it is a successful school.
Because what we've cultivated all these years, we've been able to hire people that are like-minded, and I know Ms. Roberson is moving on to another leadership role in the district, and now it's going to be passed down to Mr. Daly, who's just been a beloved member of the Woodlawn community for such a long time. And he's just going to continue kind of doing those same work in his own way. But he is a very highly revered individual amongst many people, even outside of Woodlawn, just in the school district. So I think he's just going to take the reins and carry it forward.
Stays the same.
To be like a really successful school. I hope kids can develop good bonds with the teachers like how I did, and can learn new things and just be themselves in a safe place.